Today's topic is all about customer service. First and foremost, it's so important that we serve our clients, and part of serving our clients is discussing real estate. Obviously, I'm a realtor, but I think the bigger picture of what I do is, helping people build wealth over time through the vehicle of real estate. So today I wanted to kind of take it a step further, and I think as the ST luxury brand is concerned, I want to become more of like an ambassador to my clients. And we talk about a variety of topics, but I want to start talking about a new topic today, which is gold and silver and other ways that you can hedge against inflation. We all know supply and demand and the prices of everything have gone up. So we're going to cover silver and gold as another option to hedge against this inflation and really make sure to protect your wealth, I guess you could say. And then while we're at it, we're going to do like a collaboration of other topics kind of that kind of coincide all together with this wealth building, which would be, of course, stats. We got the February stats that came out, so I want to cover that. I want to cover rental figures because, of course, everybody's talking about how much they've increased in Sarasota. I want to discuss this new program that's going to be really exciting for primary residents under $1 million. It's called the Ribbon Program, okay? And last but not least, Zestimates and capital gains. Are you ready? Okay, so first stats. So I feel like I'm repeating myself every single month, but this last month, February 2022, pendings went down, active listings went down, days on market went down, overall closed sales down by 17%. So everything is down right now. And so what does that mean for you as a buyer, especially, or a seller? Well, on to the next topic. It means you might be renting, and rental rates have gone through the roof. We printed a chart. We're going to put this on the slide too, but basically the blue line here is year over year, which is like spiked tremendously. I sat with the lady that does my hair, and she was telling me the story about how they just moved here from Missouri and they found this great place. And they only allowed a 9-month lease, and they wanted a 12-month, but they signed the 9-month lease. And I think that they did that purposely. It was almost like a bait and switch because, soon after that they said, well, your rates are going to go up by $1,000 a month. And she was like, I can't believe that happened. And so we're hearing stories like this a lot. And, I really feel for people that are in this situation. So they're stuck between a rock and a hard place. They're trying to find a place to rent that they can afford. They're not quite ready to buy. Maybe they feel like they can't buy. But, we learned about this really, really kind of amazing product actually yesterday. It's called the Ribbon Program. And I had never heard about it, and I've been, around and in the market, obviously really active. And so the Ribbon Program is basically whereby the buyer, if you like a house, this is how it would go. If you like a house, you call the lender that has the program. Like, I don't know, there's only one lender in town that I know has it. Call the lender, tell them the address, and then they have to approve the property. And once they approve the property, they'll say how much they're willing to give you toward that purchase. But essentially what it is that with this program, because they're backed by Charles Schwab, which is a obviously multi-million or billion-dollar company, I'm not sure how much exactly, they are backed by Charles Schwab. So once you get approved as a borrower and the property is approved, you get this actual proof of cash letter to show that you're actually a cash buyer. So there's a lot of other intricacies about the program, and I'm happy to discuss that with you. But the main thing is you have to be a primary resident in Sarasota or Manatee County. It has to be distinguished as a single family home. I think you could do townhome as well. But again, I have it all written down and I've got all the details, and we've got a really great contact for this financing. So just get with us, of course. And it has to be under $1 million. So it's in really limited markets in the US, and we are lucky enough to be in one of those markets. All right, on to rates. These are the rates, guys, starting from, and we're gonna put this in the slides, 2019 to present day. So look, we're still not even at where 2019 was. So let's not buy with emotion, you know, think logically, think big picture. There's still anything under 5% realistically is still historically really low. So just, you know, keep that in mind, deal with a professional, and, you know, our job as a realtor is to help take the emotion out of it. We want to be like your ambassador or consultant, so to speak, on these issues. We're removed from the situation in order to help advise you, basically. So as it relates to the ribbon program, buyers and sellers, we're going to tie it all together here. So for example, the other issue is, of course, okay, if I sell my house, where am I going to go, right? Where the ribbon program could be utilized or leveraged is if you go and find a home that you like, of course, Sarasota, Manatee County, under $1 million, primary residence. You go out and find that home, but your equity's all in your house. You can still use the ribbon program, a beautiful thing, right? To leverage that sort of with the timing, and then go and list your house. But then now, when you list your house, please don't look at Zillow, or you can look, of course people are gonna look, I'm not gonna tell you what to do, but Zestimates, I can't tell you guys and stress enough how inaccurate they are, or they simply are not even on the property. Some properties don't have Zestimates, and then what are you gonna do? You're not gonna rely, what are you gonna rely on? You should rely on a local expert always. And also, to that point, I've seen Zestimates really far off. So you could be leaving tens of thousands of dollars on the table, or even I've seen hundreds of thousands of dollars on the table. So always consult with a local professional. Specifically, I would recommend a hyper local focused realtor in that specific market. Okay, so we touched on obviously real estate. Last but not least, I just thought I'd pose the question to you, if you're using, like, what other vehicles are you using? I specifically am a fan of silver and gold because it's still really low in what you can buy silver and gold for. Now gold is much higher. I think it's like $1,900 an ounce or something like that, and I think silver is in that under 30. I think it's $24 an ounce or something like that. But those are other things that you can do to hedge or like protect your wealth. And I'm happy to talk to you further. I actually just got involved with a company that I'm so excited about as just another avenue to build a separate business and hedge my wealth as well, because it is concerning. You know, everybody's talking about supply and demand, the supply chain issues, and you know what's going on politically in the world. Not to get political here, but it is, people are getting a little scared and seeing things in the news of, like, look at Canada. I don't know if you know, but some of the people that were being censored have lost access to their online banking. So they didn't have access to their funds, and that's a really scary thing. So I would say, in summary, now I'm not a financial advisor, obviously, but I personally like things I can touch, feel, see, and understand. Like, I personally don't understand Bitcoin and cryptocurrency very much at all. So I'm not gonna personally put my money in that. Now if you know about it, I know there's a lot of wizards out there that are familiar and comfortable. I personally think that diversification is really important. I think that you should understand where you're putting your money. I think everything's going to have risk at some level, but consult with people you trust, research, and use your intuition. At the end of the day, your gut is probably right. So if you have any questions about the gold and silver piece, I know that's something new that I'm going to be introducing here and there. Obviously, anytime you're thinking of selling real estate, I would love to hear from you, or buying, of course. So you're welcome to call, text, email anytime, or click the link below, shaylatwit.com.